top 3 fights for UFC 254, Calabi versus Justin Gaethje. Heavyweight fight, Alexander Volkov versus Walt Harris. What's Volkov ranked nowadays?
Check right now.
Yeah, after he just lost
He's 7.
to
He's 7. 7 and Walt Harris is 10.
That's kind of low in my opinion. I think this is pretty straightforward. I think it's Volkov by decision. 30 or I'll say 29-28, but unanimous.
It's hard to see these guys go to decision. I don't know. I know Volkov can, but I don't know. I just can't see Walt Harris going to decision.
Yeah, I got Volkov by KO. I got Volkov by. What were you gonna say?
No, all you.
All right, I got Volkov by 3rd round TKO. I think that well, I know it's heavyweight, but I don't think he's getting caught. He's only been caught like anything of note has been Derek Lewis, who's a beast. The losses that he has had in the past, they've mostly just been decisions. He had a KO loss like really early in his career, but I think he keeps it at range, 3 rounds. He could keep stamina, keep the technique going, pump it out. And yeah, like Will said, I can't see Walt Harris going to a decision, so I think he gets knocked out in the 3rd round. So that's my prediction.
Peyton, did you
say yours yet, Will?
No, I'm gonna go with Volkov 2nd round TKO. Kind of like the same game plan as what's it called in the like the Overeem fight. I think that Walt might catch him and give like a huge shot, but then he's just gonna get tired. Like I can't see him going like pushing a pace past the first maybe the half round second. So I think Volkov, he just came out of a 5-round fight, and I thought he actually won the last 2 rounds against Curtis Blaydes, and Curtis Blaydes is such a boring fighter. So it's like I think Volkov should win this fight 2nd round TKO.
Yeah, I'm going to pick Walt Harris because I like Walt Harris, but I could definitely see where you guys are coming from with your route to victory for Volkov, but I'll just bank on a 3rd round KO stoppage where maybe he's down 2-0, getting beat up a little bit and catches him slipping because this fool got caught slipping before. So, I mean, but I definitely think it's rightfully favored at almost 2-1, but I'll go with Walt by 3rd round. Hopefully catches him after he's down 2-0.
They have the same losses, but Alexander has 18 more wins. Just wanted to say that. All right, co-main event, Robert the Reaper Whittaker versus Jared Cannonier. This fight is freaking so sick. Like, so sick. I wish it was 5 rounds, to be honest. But Jared, the slight favorite, right?
Yeah, it's like barely. It's like
Barely.
minus 115 to minus 105, Jared. So, yeah.
I want to pick Robert so bad.
So bad.
Just looking at he was so confident that he fought so well in that fight. And it was a split decision in my eyes. I'm gonna pick Cannonier by finish. I can't have a guy that's so confident off of beating Darren Till by a 5-round decision, getting dropped in the 1st round, thinking he had the performance of his life, like coming into a fight with Cannonier that's like steaming hot. I'm gonna pick Jared Cannonier by 2nd round TKO.
Well, I'm gonna go with Robert Whittaker. I'm gonna go with Robert Whittaker by decision. I think that Darren Till is better than you're claiming. I think that Darren Till beats Hermanson. If he beats Hermanson decisively, I think that he might get the next title shot. So I think that Till is actually not bad. I think that Rob, he's been through some wars. Okay, don't get me wrong, but I think that guy had one of his best weight cuts. I mean, he said it was, and he looked good to me at the weigh-ins. I think he looked good, like not just too drained out. I think he's having fun with it again. I don't think he has too much pressure at all in this fight. And I think that Rob is going to go out there and I think he's going to dominate him. I think that Rob is just a better fighter. And I think that Cannonier is just he's kind of acting like Diego Sanchez with all these weird ass fucking like jewels and shit he's looking at during the embedded. Like, bro, like fucking weird. And I think that Rob, I want Rob to win too badly. So I'm going with Rob. I can't vote against the guy who I want to win badly. I like Rob. So Rob.
Yeah, I feel you. I got I'm gonna pick Cannonier by first round KO. Something-
I knew you were gonna say that.
Robert Whittaker, he's been caught a bunch of times in the first round and stunned. Derek Bumpson had him out on his feet, and then he caught him while he was going backwards because
That's a good point.
magnet to get hit. But the Killer Gorilla has power at heavyweight. Like the guy stood in front of Ion Kuntalaba with his hands down and ate his punches. Like he doesn't care what Robert Whittaker has to throw back a 170 pounder. Like it doesn't hurt. Like those are slaps. And the Killer Gorilla knows like if he wins, he's gonna make more money than he ever made in his life. Like Robert Whittaker's already a millionaire who's been hit on the chin 50 times, and Cannonier has been scraping through prelims, fighting guys like Kuntalaba, and fighting at heavyweight, light heavyweight. Now he's at middleweight, and he's cut to
He's
shreds.
fat. He's fat. Jerry
He's
Cannonier was fat. He was a fat. I just don't like him. I think he's bored. Like I just don't like him as a fighter. So it's a very biased opinion. Sorry, go on.
No, it's
Hate
fair.
him.
Like, honestly, like I obviously think Robert Whittaker's a cooler guy. Like Robert Whittaker's like a crocodile hunter, basically. Like he's the most lit dude. But yeah,
He's a cool guy.
Darren Till has no power at all, and he's
True.
he put him on his 5 seconds or what was it? No, a minute and like 5 seconds. But yeah, so Cannonier sleep. Okay.
Okay, good pick. Yeah, super close fight. Had trouble picking, but yeah, like Parker and Payton said, it seems like Robert Whittaker's kind of like less hungry. He was happy getting a decision win against Darren Till. Said it was the best fight of his life. He is kind of more well off, and Jared's fucking hungry, you know. And he was fighting top dogs at light heavyweight, even though he lost, and they were Dominic Reyes and Jambo, which is like the last title fight. Robert gets hurt early in the first round. Jared's a killer, so yeah, I guess first round TKO for Jared Cannonier.
I like that. All right.
All fair picks, but I'm going with Rob.
In the main event, Khabib Abdulmanapovich Nurmagomedov versus Justin Gaethje. This fight is so lit, dude. Do you see the masks that the UFC gives them and shit? Like,
Yeah,
you
it's pretty
see-
sweet. Like,
Dude,
that's
like,
pretty sweet.
Khabib's mask
It looks like
that he's
Bane,
wearing,
like the-
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, dude. Because that's my favorite Batman. I fucking love that Batman with Bane and Khabib wearing that mask. It looks so cool. I literally looked up the mask, bro. It's like $250 for the mask.
Really? That's
But-
insane.
I just want to say that because it looks like Bane and it's just super cool. But
Yeah, it was
all
sweet.
right. 28-0 versus Justin Gaethje's 22-2. Gaethje on a 4-fight win streak, I believe. He's fought supposed hype job into a title shot. Last two
No.
losses were 2 in a row to Eddie Alvarez versus Justin Gaethje. Yet you guys are gonna pick Justin Gaethje probably, which is crazy to me. Khabib at a 3.5 to 1, or
Yeah, no, the odds are so dumb.
it's.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy's 28-0. I'm gonna pick Khabib Nurmagomedov by. I want to pick second, but I'm gonna pick third round submission.
Good round submission. Okay.
Will?
I'm going with the highlight. Justin Gatch, maybe. This is what's going on. Hear me out. Khabib he's never seen his own blood. Gaethje's gonna get some of that blood, and Tony Ferguson likes it. Khabib doesn't like it. He's just a freaking he's gonna go hide back in wherever he's from,
Dagestan?
freaking Dagestan. Okay, no, actually, but all jokes aside, though, I think that Gaethje can stop the takedowns, and if he stays in the middle of the octagon, it doesn't get pushed against the fence. Like I think that Gaethje might KO him. Like I think that he could clip him. And Gaethje likes getting hit, and Khabib's never gotten hit like that. Like who's gotten clipped by hard. Like I think that
Michael
Gaethje
Johnson.
can.
Yeah, it's the most recent example I could think of.
Yeah, but Michael Johnson's no Justin Gaethje, bro. I think that Gaethje might KO him, and I think that's gonna be awesome. And I cannot wait to see Khabib go down and all these minus 350. It's I don't like that at all. I like Gaethje plus 300. I think Gaethje's gonna win this fight. I really do. I just think that he's still. And I think his coach is the best coach in MMA right now.
Yeah, no, that coach is a beast.
His
Trevor Whitman?
his coach is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, like how he's done with Rose, how he's done with freaking Justin, what he's done. I mean, now he's Kamara's coach, and like, I just think he's a stud, dude. I mean, I think that Trevor Whitman's legit. And obviously, I'm not trying to hate on Javier Mendez. I think that he's a great coach as well. But I like Trevor Whitman. I think that guy is sweet. And I think that Gaethje with him, he can do anything. Like you can't count out Trevor Whitman at all. So I'm going with Gaethje.
Yeah, but he's got some great teams behind him.
Yeah, he really is a great team.
I'm gonna go with Khabib Nurmagomedov. I think he looks very depressed. I think he looks very drawn out. He had a tough weight cut. I think he's gonna win. Yeah, no, I think he's gonna win, and I think he's gonna take a lot of time off after tomorrow night. I really do. He looks really like fatigued, but I think he's gonna put on an amazing performance. Justin Gaethje wants to come in and do damage, and I think it's gonna kind of be like a Paulo Costa Israel situation where like you're thinking, or everyone's thinking that Justin's gonna come in and like do his thing or at least do something. But I think Khabib's gonna neutralize them. Nothing against Justin Gaethje, but James Vick and some Barbosa Donald Cerrone, those guys are kind of, they're good wins, they're good fighters, but it's easy to pick those wins apart, I think. And Tony Ferguson, a 12-0, great guy. But I think Conor, Dustin, Khabib, and I think these guys wash Ferguson. I mean, Ferguson, like, great win streak at lightweight, but I think that all the top guys would have washed him as well. I think they would have knocked him the fuck out. So, I mean, like, great one on paper, but I think Khabib's on a different level. I think he neutralizes him, and that's what we're going to see tomorrow night. But Khabib is definitely taking a lot of time off after tomorrow's win.
What round?
I think I could see him. Honestly, I could see him getting a decision because I think Justin Gaethje is so dangerous, and like I think he is going to surprise us with his wrestling to some extent and his like submission defense and all that. I think Khabib might just neutralize him for the 5 rounds. So I want to say decision or fifth round submission, but it's one of those. It's gonna be late. It's gonna see the later rounds for sure.
No, yeah, I agree with that. I could see that happening for sure.
Yeah, same. I got Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje in the, I'll say 4th round. I wouldn't be shocked if it's literally either in the last round of the fight or the very first round. Like, I think what Will said about Trevor Whitman is so true. He's a great coach, and he's gone up against an undefeated fighter before with a good stylistic matchup when Rose fought Jen Jacek, and no one at that time thought Jen Jacek was going to lose. She was dominant champion, and he went through and had the perfect game plan to beat her at her own game. And there's something that Justin Gaethje said at one time. I forgot what interview it was, but it made me really think he'd beat Khabib. He said, like, I'm in there trying to create car crashes and get like the better end of the car crash. And when a guy is shooting constant takedowns and your mindset is to create a car crash, I just think one shot exchange could like put him unconscious at any time. And like, he's a smart enough wrestler not to stay against the cage. He's not Conor McGregor. Yeah. Wrestled in his life. He despises wrestling. It's his least favorite thing to do in the world. And who else? Dustin Poirier has no heart. Dustin Poirier has no heart at all. He has heart, but he has no mental toughness at all. Like, he was beat before he got in the sand pit. Like, he was done. So now I think Justin Gaethje's tough enough to be good in the sand pit. And yeah, I'm gonna pick him by 4th round because I just don't see, like, I honestly I think the odds are insane. Like, I don't know. I think it's literally a 50-50 fight on paper. It should be 50-50 on paper.
Dustin has no mental toughness, but he KO'd Justin Gaethje.
Styles make fight. Conor would KO Justin Gaethje. Freaking, I think.
But he withstormed Justin's leg kicks and everything.
Yeah, but that's no toughness for sure.
Take time, move around. His intention isn't shoot.
Yeah, but Justin Gaethje got tired in there.
Yeah, because he got picked apart on the feet, which is like, he's not good on the feet, but he has KO power.
I got a question for you guys as far as the Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje fight. Do you guys think that was Justin's first technical fight, and Justin's like the better fighter, or do you think he was still like ignorant, or it was like a transition phase?
I think his styles make fights. Like, I don't think he's changed.
Do you think that was patient Gaethje, or you think he's changed at all? You don't think you don't
Not
think it was
really.
patient
I
Gaethje?
think he's just fighting different. I think he's just fighting different. Dude, think about who he's fought. He's fought James
Michael
Vick.
Johnson.
No, okay. Michael Johnson, like, is dangerous in the first 2 rounds versus anybody.
Yeah.
And then what is his other wins? James Vick. He's an
Eddie-
absolute bum.
God.
Edson Barbosa, no offense. Like, he has, like, a lot of power. He's not a great fighter.
Recently, he's fallen off a lot as well. He's good against
If you
prelim-type
if
fighters.
you pressure him, you're gonna finish
Mhm.
him or badly hurt him. Cowboy
Mhm.
Cerrone,
Wow.
like,
Yeah.
That
and then
speaks for
Tony
itself right there.
Ferguson, sure, but Tony Ferguson's 12-fight win streak. I've never seen a more flawed win streak in my life.
I agree heavy on that.
And
Think
and
about
like Justin fought at his own pace that whole fight. Tony couldn't hit him
Yeah.
because Tony's striking stinks, so he couldn't even do his pace. So it's like Gaethje wins when he fights at his pace. He's not gonna fight at his pace this fight. There's no way.
Not a fish out of water in a wrestling pace, a high level wrestling pace. Though.
He
You
hasn't had a wrestling pace in like 10 years.
He said wrestling gets him too
You're
tired.
also him wrestling Jordan Burroughs twice. It's like, cool, dude, but all he did was like somewhat stop takedowns. He lost both those matches versus Burroughs. No duh. Everyone loses to Burroughs. But chain wrestling is different than wrestling. This is what I explained to you when we were on FaceTime the other day. In wrestling, you can't hold like this around someone's waist or around someone's body. You can't clench your wrist when wrestling in American
But-
wrestling.
I don't
Yeah.
think Khabib is gonna get the center so easy. I
Yeah,
don't think it's
dude.
gonna come easy.
No,
for
I
him.
know, but the wrestling exchange is like when he's chain wrestling, he's allowed to clench his hands like this.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
American wrestling, in high school, college wrestling, you have to have like one arm around his stomach like this and like one arm around his head. You can't clench your hands. All he does is ride people like this. Like, so like the experience in wrestling, it's completely different wrestling. It's like judo versus jujitsu. It's different.
It is different, but I'm just saying, like, if you look through Khabib's whole 28 fight resume, he has not fought one guy on that whole entire list. Not one guy who has the wrestling pedigree of Justin Gaethje. Not even like remotely close. Like, no one's wrestled Jordan Burroughs.
But at what point do we throw away the pedigree when this guy doesn't even by his words, he doesn't even do wrestling anymore because he doesn't like getting that tired.
Yeah,
You've
and
never
it's
seen him-
like it's also
You've never seen him
sorry.
wrestle in camp.
Yeah, ever. It's
There's
like
no training clips of him training in camp. There's no videos of him like doing any wrestling even in training camp. Like, and then his MMA career in general, he wrestled a little bit for the first like 4 or 5 of his fights, but he's thrown away that part of his game, and he's said it himself. He doesn't like to wrestle, so it's like how serious. That's why I think he has to take the center of the cage and just walk forward. But I don't know how that's gonna go.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. He's not going to like. Although, dude, like Khabib wrestles every day. Like Justin doesn't wrestle every day. Like Khabib, like he said, like he's gonna shoot nonstop, and it's not just like a double leg like Jordan Burroughs or a single leg trip. Like this guy's gonna get you against the cage. He's gonna work different angles, and it's not a normal takedown. Like eventually he takes an opponent down, but it's different angles. Like he's not gonna fight at his own pace. You have to do like. You have to be training that, especially wrestling, that every single day at Khabib's type level to even get close to be able. You have to knock him out early to beat Khabib. That's the only way you're beating him, or head kick him. So
Honestly,
it's
I
like,
wouldn't even put it past Khabib to get like a takedown in the center of the cage because I don't know how. I know like Justin Gaethje has the talent at wrestling there, but if you're not training it, then it's like what's really going on. Like I don't think he's been training even takedowns in the middle of the cage. I think he's just been training to stay in the center of the cage and to take down the chain takedowns, which I don't think could stop the chain takedowns either way. But I wouldn't be put it past Khabib.
he's gonna get like he got tired in a striking match. Like he's gonna get tired in a grappling match where it's not just like. It's not Khabib's just holding you on the floor. Like when he has dominant position, he throws strikes and lands significant strikes. So it's like, and he's passing your guard at the same time, which makes you like, you're thinking you're getting tired. Like, I think this is really straightforward. like you guys hoping Justin's gonna win. It's the same thing I thought when P-Head was gonna fight him. I thought P-Head would clip him. I mean, I don't know what's the difference. Like him wrestling in college makes no difference to me.
Well,
Especially when
I
it's not being
I
practiced.
think it hurts to have that experience. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but I mean, Justin Gaethje's striking's better than, or Dustin Poirier's striking's better than Gaethje's. We've seen them fight.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's like the only thing that's better for Gaethje in this fight is that we're banking on him to have this so-called great takedown defense that we've never seen.
Yeah, that's the big question.
yeah.
It's a
Because
huge
he-
question.
Because he got clipped and taken down and tripped by Michael Johnson. And then you're saying Khabib can't feint a jab, take him down and trip him?
Dude, Khabib's a freaking great fighter. He's minus 350. He's pound for pound number one. I would not be shocked if he
I'm
won.
not arguing with you. I'm just
Yeah,
telling
I
you
would
the
not-
size of Khabib.
Yeah.
No, bro,
No,
but I don't know. Like you're saying that Gaethje hasn't like grown as a fighter, and bro, like in my opinion, like I think that he has grown, and like yeah, he hasn't fought guys where it's like oh he's been like I mean his fights, his 4-0 fight, like except for the Ferguson fight, the other three you can't really count. But, like I think that he's actually grown and became actually a smarter fighter after those 2 losses, and like you're saying he hasn't at all. Like I think he has, and I think that we're gonna see that tomorrow. Like trust me, bro. Like
I'm
I
sure-
really do.
I'm sure he's more technical, but he hasn't been
Yeah.
hasn't
Smarter
been
mindset too, bro.
but he
Smarter
hasn't been
mindset.
tired in there since Dustin. So I'm
Is it,
just
Yeah,
not is it not tiring to fight Tony Ferguson for 5 rounds?
but he
Because the
fought
best
it.
cardio-
But he has the
obviously
pace. He set the pace.
Yeah, he set the
Set the
pace.
pace
Like
and
he's
fucking
obviously tired, but he's not
Yeah.
like exhausted. Like he hasn't been tired in a fight where he goes back to his normal self since Dustin and Eddie and even Johnson. So it's like every other fight was a first round finish until Ferguson. And he completely dominated the pace. He dominated the pace in every other one of those fights as well.
Mhm.
Like that's what I'm saying. I feel like he's not going to control this pace. He's going to get tired and go back to his old self. He's going to be taking dumb advantages, throwing like loopy overhands and like a dumb amount of left hooks, and he's just going to be taken down repeatedly and gassed
Yeah.
out and submitted. I don't think he's going
Once
to
he
tap
gasses, I could
either.
see him reverting.
I don't think he's going to tap though.
no, the fuck no.
no fucking way.
He'll go out
not
cold, but I
happening.
could
I
predict him going out cold.
Will says he improves. I agree. Like maybe he hasn't improved. Like maybe he doesn't have like a better jab or a better right hand. But I do think tactically he's a completely different fighter, and that changes. Like when you saw with his mindset, I think it's the tactics he's going into war with. It's not car crash and run 90 miles an hour. It's drive the car a little bit to the right, U-turn, and then drive at 110. Like I think he's definitely a much smarter fighter. Like significantly smarter. Maybe not better technically, or he might not. But definitely he's definitely a lot smarter than he was when he fought Alvarez, Johnson, and Poirier.
Aiden, but I'm asking for the Poirier fight. Do you think that was patient Gaethje that just got outclassed against Poirier?
Yeah, I do. They're not even outclassed. He just got caught. He threw a leg kick and he got hit with a huge shot and he was out.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Gaethje was up versus Poirier. He actually was fighting like his like so like called new self, but he was too happy to be fighting in that. Like Gaethje improved from the Eddie fight. Like he was fighting at his pace until he got tired and clipped. Like just because he loses a fight you can't say like, oh, I didn't improve. It's like this guy's
I agree with that.
he's a novice.
Sometimes, man. Sometimes you gotta take
You
your
just
lick.
called Justin Gaethje a novice?
I think he is.
I don't know about that one. I
I
don't
think
even know.
he's gonna win. Like you said hope.
I really believe he's gonna win tomorrow, bro. I really believe.
Then why aren't you guys betting the house on it? He's
I
a
did.
3-1
I
dog.
did. No, I
You
didn't.
go,
bet the
yeah, he
house, but I
did.
bet
He
on
put
it.
his money where his
I
mouth
bet
is.
on it.
Yeah, well, you put your money where your mouth is. I'll fuck with that.
Bro,
I'll fuck.
I'm gonna send you guys the parlay. I bet I made a $20 parlay. Walt Harris, Robert Whittaker, Justin Gaethje, 20 for 300. I think that it could happen. I think Volkov is gonna win that fight, but the other two I think are locked. I think Rob and Gaethje are gonna win, but we'll see. I probably just wasted $20, but that's my opinion, bro. I think those guys are gonna win.
I'll fuck with it. No, you put money on it. I'll fuck with that. So you
$20 parlay. I have the slip and everything, baby. Trust
All right,
me. I'm gonna
let's
$300 tomorrow.
let's final say on the main event. We'll go first, Carlos, Peyton, and then I'll just wrap it up.
the highlight comes to Abu Dhabi tomorrow and makes some noise. Trust me, he's KOing Khabib stiff in front of his home crowd, in front of all those freaking rich oil people, baby. He's gonna destroy them all. And that guy in the embedded who was like, Khabib, I love you, screaming at the hotel will be crying because Gaethje's gonna walk out of there with his really big and overweight parents, and he's gonna destroy. He's gonna destroy them, and then he's gonna go back down to Stafford, Arizona, and be the king. Donald Trump's new favorite fighter after he beats Khabib tomorrow.
Wow. Carlos?
Yeah, so all right, we'll got the highlight making nightmares in the Middle East. Okay,
Let's go, baby.
I fucked that. That was a very in-depth. That was very visual. All right, that was sick. But no, I think Khabib's gonna bring an end to the highlight. It's gonna be either a decision, just neutralize him, or late fifth round. I'm talking submission. And yeah, I agree with you guys. He might not tap, but he'll go out cold if he doesn't, or break his jaw on like a neck crank. So that's my prediction. We're seeing late rounds.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a turning of the tide. Like, I think we're going to see a lot of Instagram posts with close-ups of Khabib's damage from Conor, pretending like October 6th never happened, and going to call him a rat 50,000 times probably. And then Gaethje's going to have to see Conor when he looks behind him when he's on a yacht right behind his face-off, and have to confront him and get KO'd in probably 17 seconds against McGregor. So this is the best route for McGregor's belt back. We take the rat out because we can't wrestle him. He's too big and strong and smelly and mentally tough. Let's just be an American who has brain damage, who creates car accidents, and hopefully his car accident works. And then McGregor just I would be shocked if it
Pieces
went
them up. No.
All right.
Let me add this. I have a long layoff for Khabib after this fight. Long layoff.
I like that prediction. I never thought of that, but I like that prediction. All right, Khabib. I think this is really, really easy fight. I don't think he goes to the championship rounds. Like he told DC, he's like, brother, you shoot once, he defend. I shoot 100 times. He's gonna be shooting in there, and like usually like when people shoot, I'm like, you're a fucking bum. I don't like you. When Khabib shoots, I'm like, dude, do it as much as you want because no one stops you. This is a late second round, early round, or say late second round, early third round finish. It's like I've seen the fight in my head 100 times, and I haven't seen Gaethje really land any punches that are significant in the fight. I've seen a couple jabs, but off the jabs or the low, I don't really see him doing any so-called damage in there. I think this is like when Carlos said hype job, like the Paulo Costa Israel fight, that made a lot of sense. This is how I see the fight too. I think it's pretty straightforward. The odds obviously see it way more than like that fight did, but I think this is like evident. This ain't no Lomo versus Lopez type beat.
That was huge, man.
Yeah.
That was huge.
That was awesome.
All right, but in conclusion, we got Will and Peyton with the highlight reel. Me and Carlos, the logical people, with Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Yo, before you go off, Noah wants to do his prediction for the fight.
Which one? The main event?
Yeah, the main event.
Let's hear it.
I don't know. I don't see Gaethje winning either.
You have Gaethje winning or you don't?
No, I don't see Gaethje winning at all.
What do you have Khabib winning by?
I don't know, honestly.
With that beard and haircut, you look like Khabib's like brother.
Oh, and now I got.
Wait, you have Khabib by what?
I don't know. Like I don't know the numbers honestly.
There's 5 rounds.
No, like round.
Okay, I see. So
round in the submission or TKO.
It's a 5-round fight. Keep in mind.
mission round 4.
Okay.
That's a realistic pick, but there's no way you see Gaethje winning, right?
I mean, anything can happen. You know, he could land something he's not going to see. I don't know, but I just don't. I don't think it's. Like Gaethje's good, and I respect his style, and I like his style too. But he's just, I don't think he has what it takes to stand up to Khabib. I don't think.
All right, that's Sports for Brutes. Special guest Noah Howell just popping out of the blue, or Noah Magomedov Howell.
Yeah.
See the Brutes.